Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to get these loose, fun waves. They're cool, they're fun, and most importantly, they're very fast and easy to do. So if you would like to see how I created this look, keep on watching. So I recently just got my hair done. I got just a toner, and we always go with more of a mocha color. I'm going to go back in a few weeks and get some balayage done. And at my salon, what she uses is this Matrix 3 Bond Ultimate 8. It's a fiber protecting system. It's kind of like a third step. So with the toner, she puts in the toner and then a second step, and then this is what I take home and I put in. So what this does, it says it helps protect the cuticle, helps prevent breakage, adds flexibility, boosts hydration, renews smoothness, adds softness, increases shine, and hair looks healthier. So pretty much it's like magic for your hair, and it smells amazing. It's really gonna lock in that color and have your toner last a little longer. So the first thing I'm going to put in my hair is my holy grail product. This is the Aquage Silkening Oil Treatment, and what this does is it really smooths out your hair and it cuts down drying time. And I feel like every time I use this after the shower, my hair dries so quickly. I can brush right through without any tangles, and then when I don't use this after the shower, my hair just doesn't feel the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to add about 2 pumps. I have a lot of hair and it's pretty thick, so I need a lot. So starting from the root to the end, you're gonna work this into damp towel dried hair. And see, my fingers just run right through it. So after that, you're gonna want to brush your hair out, and see how just smoothly it brushes out your hair. Get all the knots out. And now we're going to use the Dyson Supersonic hair dryer. This is the best hair dryer I have ever used. And with the tunnel brush, you're just going to brush out your hair and blow dry it at the same time. So after we've dried our hair, you're going to want to section off your hair into 2 different sections. I have pretty thick hair, and 2 sections works fine for me. I feel like if I do more than that, I just end up with more curls. So after you've sectioned it off in a cute little bun, you want to always make sure you brush out your hair. You don't want any knots, because it really makes a difference when you're curling your hair. So for the curling iron we're going to be using today, this is the Hot Tools 1 1/4 inch iron, and I feel like this is the perfect size. It's not too small and it's not too big, and I have pretty thick hair and it works just perfectly fine for my length of hair. So this curling iron does have a clamp on it. I personally like curling irons with a clamp better than a wand. I just am more comfortable with it. I feel like I can curl my hair much faster with it. And my number 1 tip for people that aren't super comfortable with the curling iron is use it with it off and just wrap your hair around it, get comfortable using the clamp, and then try it with it on. And really, practice just makes perfect. It took me a really long time to be able to curl my hair without making those ringlets and like bends and weird curls, and you'll get the hang of it. The first thing you're going to want to do is section off your hair into 2 different sections on the bottom. Grab 1 piece of hair. Since I do have shorter hair in the back and longer in the front, that's just the style of haircut I have. I don't really pay too much attention to the back pieces, so they can be looser waves. So you're going to take a piece of hair, and I do keep it on 450. That's the highest heat it goes to, so I don't keep it on for a very long time. So my trick is that I always hold the hair flat, and I feel like I get the best curl using it that way. So you get your curling iron, put it in the middle, and then turn, push the clamp, turn again, and then hold it, and then just let it go. And I got a pretty tight curl, so I'll just run my fingers through it, loosen it up, pull it at the bottom, and then I just push it to the side. I don't always touch the curls while I'm curling my hair. I like to wait till the end, but sometimes when you do have a curl that you think is too tight, just run your fingers through it or pull at the end, or even just run the curling iron kind of like a straightener like this, and it'll loosen it up. So again, pulling it down in the middle, turn, push the clamp, turn, push the clamp. If you want a looser wave, you can leave a little bit of the end out and then just let it go. And they do look a little crazy at first, but trust me, don't touch them. And I do change the size of the curls. I really have no right way of doing it. I just kind of just go for it and see what comes out. And again, you pull down, turn, push the clamp, turn, push the clamp, just kind of gliding it and then pushing the clamp down and letting it go. This is a piece that will frame your face, so I like to glide it through because I do get a little bit of frizziness up top. Leaving a little bit of the end out and then just letting it go. This one came out a little too curly, so I'm just gonna run the curling iron through it to straighten it out a little bit. So now I'm gonna do the same exact thing to this side. Again, if I wasn't filming a video, I could do this in, if I'm in a rush, maybe like just 5 minutes. All right, that's pushing it, maybe not 5 minutes, like 7 minutes. It really becomes just second nature. You go through it really fast. This curling iron gets super, super hot, so you can grab a big chunk like this and curl it at once. At least for my hair, I can. See, sometimes I'll just grab pieces that I want, and this is a smaller piece. You don't have to necessarily do the same amount of hair. It'll still come out the same. And like this piece, it's so short and it kind of has a curl to it. I won't even curl it, I'll just push it to the back. So now I'm going to take a bigger piece, twist, clamp, twist, push the clamp, kind of guiding it down and then letting it go. And I know a lot of people like the loose waves look. I don't always go for that look. I sometimes do, but when I'm curling my hair like this with this curling iron, I always go all the way down to the bottom. I never leave. Like I know some people say leave like a chunk of the hair out. I never do that. I sometimes do, but for my everyday, well, I don't curl my hair every day, but when I do curl my hair, I always curl the whole thing. That's just the look I like. So now that we have this whole bottom section done, I'm not going to touch them and I'm going to move on to the top section. Something I like to do, I usually do it with a hair clip, but I don't have one right now. So I'll take this scrunchie and I'll gather all the hair that I curled from the beginning and I'll tie it just so it's out of the way and I know that I only have to curl this hair. I like to keep it neat while I'm curling my hair, or else it just becomes a disaster. So this is where you're going to want to pick your part. I always do either a side part, middle part, kind of wherever it falls. This is where my natural part goes. See, I don't know if I'm feeling a middle part. I think I'm feeling a side part, or really wherever the hair will part. Going right where we started, this is where I naturally have a part. So again, dividing it into 2 sections. If you want, you can even wrap this into another ponytail. And you're going to want to brush it out again. And starting again, sometimes you even want to brush out just that one section. Getting your curling iron, gliding it down, twist, clamp, clamp, twist, and then pull it down. Sometimes, like you saw what I just did there, I will glide it down. I'll show you again. So this is a different technique that I do. I do the same thing, gliding it down, twist, gliding it down, twist, glide. But this is for the smaller pieces. I'll kind of unwrap it and then pull with the curling iron. And it kind of gives it that like straight end look. You'll get something like this. So I like to do that with some of the smaller pieces because I do have layers, just so the hair goes straight down and it doesn't kind of like go out. So again, pulling that back. So now that you have it wrapped, you want to unwrap it once and then just letting it go, unwrapping it slowly, and then pulling down kind of like a straightener. And you'll get a much looser, flatter curl. So I'm going to continue doing that on the rest of my hair using that same technique. I'll take a bigger piece. I have the same amount of length there. Twist. So So you want to wrap the whole hair in that one section. Unwrap it once, letting it go, and then gliding it down. See, like I said before, I have no one way of curling my hair at once. I kind of just go with whatever I'm feeling. I'll use one technique at the beginning and then I'll use another one on the second layer. But the key is keeping it flat, the hair flat. I'm wrapping it, pulling down. So for this piece of hair, because it does frame my face, I do like to do smaller sections. So now you'll have something that looks like this. And again, I don't touch them, I just let them sit. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side and I'll be right back. So now that I have this side finished, again, these are the most important pieces because they do frame your face. So you want to take your time on them, taking smaller sections, and just taking your time curling them. Again, using that same technique where I brush it down at the bottom with the curling iron, kind of straightening it out. Just gliding it down, trying not to burn yourself. And they do look crazy like ringlets right now, but trust me, they will look better. So you can go back and see, I'm gonna take the scrunchie out. You can go back and see if there's any pieces that you want to curl a little better. I see a piece right here. Whenever I recurl a piece, I always kind of straighten it out. I'm gonna do that thing where I brush it down. And I feel like for the most part, we're looking good. So a tip I have to get instant volume is before brushing your curls out, what you want to do is just flip your head over and then flip it back up and you'll have big waves. So when you do that, you kind of want to shake your head like this while you're flipped over. After we've done that, you're going to want to spray your hair with some hairspray, texturizing hairspray. Texturizing hairspray is my #1 hair item. If I could only pick one hair thing, it'd be texturizing hairspray. And my favorite is the Ouai texturizing hairspray. I love anything Ouai and I love Jen Akin, and this is by far my favorite hair product. It kind of works like a perfume for your hair, and dry shampoo gives you volume and hairspray. So what you want to do is, like if you were applying dry shampoo, shake it and then kind of letting the pieces down. Again, applying it to the root and then letting it out like this. Like, can you see that? You can even flip your head over and spray it again. So now you can just brush it out, kind of like if it were like a dry shampoo, shaking it out, kind of brushing the curls out. I never like really run my fingers through them. I just lightly shimmy them out like this, kind of placing them wherever I want, fluffing them up. Again, I saw Jen Akin do this. Jen Akin, if you're watching this, I love you. She's probably not watching though. She kind of like fluffs them up, gives it more texture, more lived in look, and then just shimmying it out. You can kind of just force the curls to do whatever you want. And there you have it. This should be your final look. I feel like this type of look works well with any length of hair. So just brushing it out, making it do whatever you want. Again, you can go back in with the curling iron, curling pieces again if you want them curlier, or straightening them out if you want a less curl. Like here, I have this piece. I'm gonna go back in and curl. And this should be your final look. It's fun, it's easy, and the best part is that you can go to bed and you'll wake up with an even better curl because it'll be a more loose, slept-in wave. That's what I love about this look. I'll wash my hair, I'll curl it, and I'll wear it for as long as I can, putting some dry shampoo in, texturizing hairspray, and you're good to go. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll make sure to have everything that I've used in this video linked down below. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you would like to see in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.